All right, first and foremost, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakak, Wadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and to the brothers pushing this truth and sincerity and those who putting the videos throughout the week, feeding the sheep. It's Mqua,
Shalom,
Samak.
So we basically gonna go into how we not gonna be ignorant to Satan's devices, okay? And when you come into the truth, you gotta understand that it's 100% chance you're going to catch persecution. That's one. Two, it's a high chance that you could get put to death as well. Okay, if you want a good life, so-called good life, if you want to be eating good in the neighborhood, you want to be living like Mr. Rogers, right? This truth ain't for you. this ain't for you. There's a lot of things you can do in this world, but if you want a happy wife, happy life, you want to live that life, this ain't it. This ain't the game you want to be playing with. Matter of fact, start with this one first.
3.
This one.
3:17.
Come on.
Alright, so this is 1 Peter chapter 3:17. For it is better if the will of God be so that he suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing.
See, it's better to suffer for well-doing than it is for evil-doing. Okay? Because when he put the pressure on you, and it's for you doing something good, it's going to be something that you can endure. Now, if he puts something on you that's for like a punishment, you could be put to death, get AIDS, your mama die, your sister, your daughter, your brother, your son, your house will burn down, you get hit by a car, you're paralyzed, you go to jail, shit like that. But if he's testing you, you might lose a job, you might your woman might break up with you. You might it's a whole different level of catching hell for something that you did wrong than catching hell for preaching the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. It's levels to it.
It's like you can tell the difference between you getting judged you getting judgment and you just getting built up. You know what I mean? Because the type of afflictions and temptations the men of the Lord go through, when we sincerely preaching the word and doing the best of our abilities to do the Lord's commandments and things of that nature, it's a difference because most of the afflictions in hell we catch are trials, things meant to teach us a lesson, things that are meant to build us up in the faith and in the spirit, like a personal testimony, it's kind of like, it was kind of double fold for me personally. I'll give my personal testimony. So the Lord put me through some type of financial turmoil. Now, I say it's double fold because I feel like it's judgment for my wrongdoings financially, as well as to teach me a lesson. Because in the world, I was very carnal with my money. I always wanted to get the fancy clothes, cars, whatever the case may be. Even coming into the truth a little bit, kind of that old man was still kind of there. So the Lord kind of put me through a little financial turmoil, more or less to teach me. And ever since then, I've been more frugal with my money. My desires for different things have, gone out the window to where, honestly, man, if I have a car, as long as I got a car that just got 4 wheels and run, bro, I'm good. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. That's the kind of trials that men of the Lord go through, opposed to if you a wicked nigga, you getting judged, like the brother said, your house burned down. Shit that's really hard to bounce back from. You know what I mean?
You get hit by a car.
Yeah, like
body cast.
Body cast, you paralyzed, like, alright.
Yo, to land back on that, today I saw 3 accidents, 3 car crashes. All today, just today. And every time I saw one, I was like, ooh, Yahweh judging. Yahweh judging. Yahweh judging. Only one was really bad. Everything else was like fender benders and stuff like that. But it was one real bad on 95 on the way back home from work. And I was just looking like, you must have did something to piss Yahweh off, man. Simple as that, man. Judgment, the way that Yahweh judges, man, is you get like the brother was talking about, you get tried. You're going to get tried through the fire, You get tried left and right, but that's just that's those little tests that he make sure that you're faithful, make sure you understand that you're growing and everything like that. I think it's a Bible verse, basically take his basically paraphrasing, basically take his trials with happiness, man, because that Yahweh is dealing with you if you being tried. If you're not being tried and you living your best life, more than likely you gonna die in destruction that's to come, and you ain't about to see the kingdom. So this is your kingdom now. Have fun with that. But if you being tried and you a man of the Lord, man, you gotta rejoice in that. You gotta understand, like, yo, the Father, he rocking with me right now. The Spirit's still on me. I'm good to go. You know, so always look at it like, you know, when you being chastised, look at it like, all right, he's trying to teach me something. And he's rocking with me, man. And that's the thing that you really want. You don't want that spirit to be taken up off you. That's the fearful thing, man. You one day you in the truth, the next day you in the street bugged out.
Think you God?
Think you God?
That's why it's like brothers. It's definitely stressed that you brothers pray, you know, at least 3 times a day, man. And then if to the east if you can, and fast, man. Like you gotta try to get a fast out, you know, every month. Weekly, if you know, to the best of your ability, man. Because fasting, that's gonna keep your spirit right, man.
And do it the right way. If you gotta work, don't fast.
Just don't fast. Do it on the day you literally can.
You know you about to be off the next day. Your sunset already hit. Let's say it's at 8 o'clock at night. You just got off work. You know you ain't gotta work until the following day. You can fast that day. Don't do it the wrong way. Don't do it in vain. Don't try to fast when you going to work. It's basically in vain. Like, you just basically set yourself up for failure. I mean, if you want to fast, do it the right way for Yahweh Shai. You don't want to do it and you going off. Like, don't go off.
But that's
keep it set apart.
That's the kind of fast if you're doing it for Yahweh. But you can also do a fast even if you are working, just like to cleanse yourself.
Oh yeah, exactly. A health fast. You know?
Health fast, like water fast, like a 3-day water fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, for Yahweh, the fast for Yahweh is no food or water for 24 hours. You know, other than that, if you're doing like a water fast to cleanse yourself and everything like that, that's
really highly recommended.
That's actually highly recommended to cleanse the body. You know,
but also on the spiritual side, everything that we eat has spirits on it.
Exactly.
And when you fast, it basically purges away all the spirits, all the wicked spirits.
What the Yahweh Shai said to his disciples, this the only type of demon that comes out with prayer and fasting. Some demons you can't just get out through prayer. Some of them you have to get out through fasting. And then a lot of you brothers will know exactly what that kind of demon is based on things you've been praying for. If you've been praying for something constantly, and you don't feel like the Lord's hearing you, especially if it's something pertaining to the truth, and it's like, let's say there's a laziness demon, that's something you might have to do a couple fasts on to get rid of that demon, man. You know, whatever the case may be.
You bring this out real quick.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh have not done it?
So everything that goes on, Yahweh did it. Bad, good, he did everything. So, because you got niggas like, damn, Lord Jesus, why would you kill my daughter? Why would you kill my son? Why would you bring this tornado or this flood, this earthquake, kill all these people? Because he wanted to do it, 1. And 2, if you are a so-called man of the Lord, okay, and you catching anything, you got to know Yahweh is doing this to you for whatever reason he's doing it for, to get you through or to see something.
Somebody, Daniel 4 and 35. It goes with that every time.
Okay, I got something too. I'm gonna get the Daniel 4 and 35.
Yeah, Daniel 4.
I know that.
Yeah, Daniel 4 and 35. All right, just because of what he just said, bring it out real quick before we get back on that.
This is Daniel chapter 4 and verse 35. It says, and all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing. He doeth according to his will in the army of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand and say unto him, what doest thou?
Can't nobody say, why'd you do this to me? Why'd you do it? Because he wanted to do it. First off, if you got any knowledge, you know Yahweh does what he wanted to do, and you know it's the reason behind it. Nobody in this truth, if you know what's going on, if you on the level you're supposed to be on, nobody in this truth is going to catch hell and be like, damn, why would Yahweh do this to me? On the lines of I was so good. Because when Yahweh does something to me, I'll self-reflect and then wonder why he did it, along the lines of what did I do, how can I improve so he won't do this to me again. That's how I'll be thinking, like, damn, you fucking me up, but I must have did something wrong, how can I fix this?
Isaiah 55 and 8.
Isaiah 55 and 8. Let me get that. One second. But yeah, like the brother was saying, to land back, that's exactly right. How can you sit here and question the Most High, man? How can you question the creator of everything? How can you sit here? Who are we? We're nothing but ashes and dust. How can we sit here and without him breathing life into us, we're nothing?
Funny thing about it is,
you said Isaiah 55
and 8. Funny thing about it is, our whole logic and reasoning and way of thinking comes from Yahweh. It's basically like a dumbed down version of Yahweh's way of thinking. A super dumbed down version.
We can't
so
understand.
you can't possibly try to fathom your thought process and equate that with the Yahweh's process.
I got that.
It does not work.
I got that precept right here. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 8. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahweh." Our thoughts are not his thoughts, his ways are not his ways. We can't fathom how he thinks. So to sit here and ponder, why would he and what's going on, and if he's a God of the, and why would you basically about to get yourself killed, even questioning power. Like you just chalk that up, let it go. If he does as he pleases with the armies of heaven and the people of the earth, period. So if he wants to sit here and earthquake and kill half of America right now, so be it. The Most High does it. Everything he does is in righteousness and it's righteous judgment. So if he chose to do so, there was a reasoning behind it, and you're not going to be able to fathom it. You're not going to be able to understand it because we're living in the flesh. We are prideful creatures that don't, prideful and emotional. We just don't understand. He does everything with wisdom. He might have destroyed half of America for whatever specific reason, and then 1,000 years later, we will understand why. As of right now, there's no reason to even try to question it. But to get back on everything, I got you. Go ahead.
On 2 Timothy 3:12, it says, "Ye and all that will live godly in a Mashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution." So it says everybody who's going to live by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to suffer persecution. It said that plain out. Okay, when you come into this truth, you are going to receive persecution. Period. It's 100% chance you are going to get persecuted. If you don't want to get persecution, this ain't for you. Go down to the church and talk about that name Jesus. If you want love, like in the worldly sense, you want to be going to church. That's what you want. You want to be coming in the name of Jesus. If you want to be a part of this, and you want everybody to love you, and you don't want to die so quickly or be persecuted, go to the church, because this ain't for you.
And really, it's only verbal love. It's no physical love that got anything to do with that, because the pastor don't really love you. Because if your pastor really loved you, why do you give to your pastor your tithes every month and offerings every Sunday, multiple times a day? But then when you need to go and get a loan, or your light's about to get cut off and you need $50, your pastor ain't nowhere to be found. All he's gonna do is what? I'm gonna pray for you.
I'm gonna pray for you. Exactly.
Where's the love now? You know what I mean? You about to go pray to a false god for me to get money to get my lights paid, when you could have just gave me $50 and I give you damn near 3 times that a month. The whole congregation. But yeah, you driving a Benz, living in a $500,000 house somewhere in fucking the suburbs, and your whole congregation living in the hood. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, man.
You live in the suburbs, but your congregation is in the hood. You know what I mean?
God, man. So, but I mean, you gotta understand, man. To be in this truth, man, you're going to get that affliction. You're gonna go through turmoil. You're gonna go through stuff. But but Yahweh Shai, he went through technically 10 times worse. So what is it for us to deal with the little? For him, he dealt so much for us. He gave us that grace period that we in right now. We all the brothers here, we woke up because of that grace period. If there was no Yahweh Shai, guess what? The way to sin is death. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, the little bit that we're going through, and it might be hard on us because we're not used to it. But just think, if you was Yahweh Shai did that for everyone, for all the elect, for Israel itself, the lost sheep of Israel.
Salakia, if it wasn't for Yahweh Shai, man, to this day, bro, our people would be in slavery 10 times worse, man. We'd have been in, I can't even fathom the type of hell we would be in today if it wasn't for Yahweh Shai. We getting off easy when you really think about it. Compared to our ancestors who had to go through slavery and, constantly under subjection, like direct, blunt slavery, man. Our people can't even see that they're slaves nowadays. That's how hidden it is.
God, it's stupidity. I'm going to bring this out. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. Beloved, think it is not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. And that's basically saying, like, don't. It's not strange that the fiery trial is been upon you. If you in this truth, you're going to get tried. So don't make it seem like it's strange. If you start getting tried and you start getting, persecuted in some kind of way, understand that you're doing the work. If you wasn't, it's like this. If you wasn't doing the right thing, you wouldn't be persecuted. So let's say you was in the wickedness and you was in the fold with the world, no one's gonna say nothing to you. Perfect example. We out here, we speaking on Esau's wickedness over and over and over. And guess what? Now, because we're speaking on what he's done wrong, we're racist.
Now we're on the list.
Now we're put on a black nationalist list, saying that we are basically a detriment to America. We have never, well, mind you, we are wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. We have never once threatened to kill anybody. We've never, no, hear me out, brother. As of right now, until Yahweh Shai comes back, and the Most High said he's going to handle the recompense and set up a standard. Until all that happens, we do nothing. We are all about wisdom, man. We are all about seeking wisdom, man. And we are brotherly. Other than that, we're put on a list and being persecuted and demonized because we're speaking truth. Because as soon as you start speaking truth, everybody has a bad taste in their mouth. So it's like nobody wants to hear the truth about themselves. It's like a brother that be like, let's talk about sports. You got 5 running backs. There's this one brother who's very prideful who thinks he's the best running back on the planet. And you sitting here like, yo, and you finally tell him the truth, yo, brother, honestly, you ain't better than like 3 of them. And he's sitting there all shocked and angry, starts yelling, and he's trying to find ways to attack you now before he's telling him the truth about himself. That's what's going on with the Akim now, man. We're speaking the truth, so now we're racist and evil. The true racists are the people that have done all the wickedness. We're just speaking out on what you've done wrong. So don't find it strange that you're going through trials and tribulations for doing the work or doing the truth, man. It's not a strange thing. You should know it's coming. When you signed up for this, I'm pretty sure Akim or one of the brothers told you, like, look, brother, listen, once you get in, once you put your hand to the plow, a lot's gonna come with it. And because of that, you had to be prudent. You had to be prudent and circumspect of what's going on. I got more on that.
Like what Paul said. Paul was like, yo, because am I now your enemy because I give you the truth? You know what I mean? It's like he's asking, I'm like, yo, so I'm your enemy now just because I'm giving you the truth.
Exactly.
It's like, yo, I'm telling you, yo, bro, if you eat that pear, bro, you're gonna get sick and die. Man, fuck out of here, you niggas do this now all the time, I'm your enemy, but yo, exactly. I'm telling you, it's poison in that apple. I saw the Lord put the poison in it myself. Nah, you hate and you just want to get the apple. Nah, I'm just telling you, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we not knowing that it's love. Like, yo, I'm caring for your well-being. I could have let you eat the pear and die, but I'm letting you know, yo.
Yeah, you're
absolutely gonna happen.
Yes, you're right, brother.
It happens to us every day on the highways. We would try to wake our people up. As soon as you tell them, like, yo, God don't love everybody, man. He only came for Israel. What? You crazy. Jesus loves everybody. Now all of a sudden we false prophets. We niggas, we
evil.
And we're gonna be evil. We're demons. We're gonna burn to hell. We're going to hell. You know what I mean? It's folly, man.
I got more on that. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 13. It says, but rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of Christ's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. That's for verbatim right there. So we're doing Yahweh Shai's work. We're suffering for him, and we're doing what we're supposed to do. But guess what? When he comes back and he finally gives the elect those golden crowns, whatever the crown's going to look like, because honestly, he might have some metals and stones we ain't never seen before. You get those crowns given by him, you're going to sit here and you're going to be exceedingly joyous, man. Going, yo, man, everything we did was not in vain. Everything we did, all the suffering we went through was all for Yahweh Shai, and look what we get, the reward. The reward for what we've done, our work. So definitely got to endure, brothers. And understand, man, that those trials and tribulations you're going through, man, you need to be happy about that. Because if you're not being tried at all, man, then the Father more than likely not dealing with you.
I'm about to bring this up from the brother on the comment board, GMS Stay Awoke. I'm gonna bring out the scripture he brought up. I'm gonna start up a little bit.
All right.
It says 2 Timothy's 2 and 9. It says, wherein I suffered trouble. So I'm sorry, 8. Remember that Yahushua Mashiach, the seed of David, was raised from the dead according to my gospel. And right now we got the men of the Lord today. We was raised up from the dead according to the gospel. Because before we came into the truth, we were literally among the dead. Because they're spiritually dead. And really, if you're not in this truth and you're not part of the elect, you're with the spiritually dead, and you're literally with the dead, because you're going to be marked for death. It says, wherein I suffered trouble as an evildoer, even unto bonds, but the word of Yahweh is not bound. So it says, I suffer trouble even as an evildoer. And that's what we suffer right now. We suffer trouble as evildoers. Literally, like Brother Ariel, he was like, bro, they got us on this terrorist watch list for preaching the Bible. We're getting treated like we blowing up buildings, we burning crosses, we going out here killing Edomites. We're literally getting treated like that for reading the word of Yahweh, the word of God. We're getting treated like we're the worst criminals on the face of the earth. They literally want to throw us under the jail. It says, wherein I suffered trouble as an evildoer, even unto bonds. So this is even unto bonds, because we know it's going to be some of us in this truth is going to be put in prison. Okay, some of us going to have to go down, be martyred. They're going to go into these FEMA camps or whatever for not taking the chip. Verse 10, it says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in the Mashiach Yahushai of eternal glory. Right? We suffer this truth. Somebody grab that Acts 14:22. We suffer this truth for the elect, because it's like we woke up and this truth is so beautiful. And on top of that, if you're not in this truth, we know the destruction is coming. So for love for our people, and also the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, we go out here and do this work to try to give back to our people. Niggas be asking, oh, what you, like the brother Micah Allah, he was out there last week, and some faggot ass nigga came out talking about what you doing for the community? What you doing for the community? You just talking shit. We doing for the community. This truth is the best thing for our community. Okay? This Yahweh Shah saying this is the only bread that a man can eat and not die. This is it. Okay? What you gonna do? Hand out cheesesteaks? Nigga gonna what? Go shit that cheesesteak out, and then what? He back in that same shithole he was just in. This truth is the only thing that can liberate you. Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Who got that? 14?
I got it. You said 14 and 22, right?
Come.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of God.
It says through much tribulation. Okay, like Yahweh was telling you, like, yo, when you come in here, you are going to get fucked up in the streets. Okay? Everybody's going to hate your ass. You holding it? Everybody's going to hate your ass as soon as you come into this. But just know, if you endure all these things, I got your back. If you ride for me, I'm gonna ride for you. But you gotta ride for me. You gotta be out here for me for real. Okay, you gotta believe in me. I gotta be your plan A, your plan B, your plan C, just me. Okay, just me. Got it?
Yeah, this is that Ecclesiasticus 2. I really could read down, but I'm gonna get the point. Verse 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
Keep going.
Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
So it says even when you go into trouble, when you catch in hell, that's when you really supposed to cleave on to him. Because who else you gonna trust?
Right.
911. you gonna be strapped like that stupid ass nigga to be bringing burners to camp? Don't worry, I'm strapped too, cuz. What's up? Don't be gang banging in the truth. Yeah. I'm strapped too, cuz. I bought my 9. And my man, he got his AK. What you trying to do, cuz? Yo, we not doing all that. We trusting Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. That's plan A, plan B, and plan C. and we got to get put to death for this work, so be it. Look what happened to Peter. Okay, look what happened to Yahweh Shai. Look what happened to John the Baptist. Okay, everybody who, the majority of everybody standing for this truth, they had to get put to death. Okay, if you want to be a bitch nigga, this ain't for you. Okay, you got to be willing to give up your life. That's what this is all about. You get that one?
Yeah, 2 Timothy.
Yeah, the one he was holding.
3:12. Yeah. It's the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 12.
I brought that out earlier.
Yeah, ye and all that will live godly in Christ, Yahweh Shai, shall suffer persecution.
See? Ye, keep going.
This is but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
So it said when you come into this truth, you're going to take so-called L's. Okay, like the brother just brought up. When you come into the truth, prepare thyself for temptation. And like that just said right there, you're going to be catching L's. But this is going to be L's for Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. But at the same time, it says, but the wicked is going to get worse and worse and worse. They're going to be deceived and also go on in deceiving the masses. Okay, but we know the elect can't be deceived.
Let me see.
I'm gonna finish this drawing.
We got you out.
This is 2 Timothy 2 and 11. It says, "It is faithful, saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us." Whew. So he said, "Yo, man, you want to get down with the team? You want to get down with Israel? You want to be the elect? You got to suffer with us, okay? Because you got a lot of niggas that think like, I'm just a believer. I'm just going to get on a chariot. I'm going to be good to go. I don't got to get persecuted. I just got to be a believer. That's it. No, nigga. It ain't no. Yahweh Shai ain't playing those games.
Let me to land back on that. Let me get this to finish this real quick. In Ecclesiastes 2,
I know somebody.
I'm gonna do 4 and 5. It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity."
Exactly what you're saying.
Yep. So basically, like the brother said, you got to take L's in this truth. But really, those L's is not losses, man. Those L's are lessons. Because you got to, like, gold is tried in the fire. When you put gold through the fire, it comes out refined and beautiful, man. So it's the same thing with men in adversity. That adversity is the Lord putting us through that fire, man. And we're coming out of that, stronger than we was before we came in. So the Lord will put you through some shit. Excuse my language. The Lord will put you through something, and you'll come out smarter and wiser than you were before you went through that situation. You know what I mean?
Well, Shalaki, what you was basically saying, kind of elaborate more a little bit on a different spectrum. Mm-hmm. Look at it, like we could be thinking to ourselves like, damn, we the men of the Lord. Why are we getting treated like shit? Mm-hmm. If we really wanted, we could do this, that, and the third. Or this is really what should be happening. Well, like he was saying about the L's, look at Yahweh Shai. What did he tell him when it came to give? He was like, he said, "Think not that I can't pray to my Father, and he'll send me 12 legions of angels."
Yeah.
He basically told him like, "Yo, for real,
if I wanted,
I could fuck all y'all niggas up in these streets.
All of this up, man.
But I gotta take this L because for prophecy's sake, and a part of prophecy is the men of the Lord catching hell. Okay, we gotta catch this hell. We gotta be jumped into this. Okay, blood in, blood out. We gotta be jumped into this. This is the ultimate so-called gang. Okay, which gang, when you go to etymology of gang, just means a group of men. Okay, and this is the ultimate group of men. The men of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, that's ready to die for this truth and for his brothers. Okay, when you always holding something.
I got 2.
Come
on. Let me get this first, and I'm gonna get to the next one. This is Matthew 10 and 22.
Yes.
"And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in the city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come." It says the disciple is not above his master, and the servant above his Lord. Khan.
It's Moby. The app is Moby Zen live stream. I'll send it to your page later on. And break it down.
Yeah, so basically what Yahweh Shah is saying is, man, you gotta be persecuted in this truth, man, because at the end of the day, look at all the stuff Yahweh Shah went through, man. Like he said, the disciple is not above his master. So therefore, if Yahweh Shah went through all this stuff, all this hell, all this suffering and everything, what more are you? You know what I mean? And really, we're not going through nearly half bad as what Yahweh Shah went through. So we're not above Yahweh Shah. So why do we have to get a clean slate? You know what I mean?
And that's a cut for everybody who think they're going to just get into the kingdom without getting persecution.
Right. And in the world, it's funny, in the world they teach you that, you got to work hard for everything you want to get out of life. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to the kingdom of God, it's just all you're entitled to. You don't have to work for it, you know? And like you said, Yahweh Shah said you should be hated for of all men for my name's sake. And that's how you know that we really preaching the true Messiah, because, and the true word of the Messiah, because if we was preaching Jesus out on the highways and the hedges and on the videos, we'd have millions of views and subscribers, man. We'd have a crowd of a gang of people around us outside on the highways, man, cheering us on, putting money. We could have a basket, we putting money in our basket. But we're not preaching Jesus Christ. We're preaching Yahweh Shah, the Mashiach, man. The true word of Yahweh, man, through his son Yahweh Shah. And that's why we shall be hated, because they hated Yahweh Shah back then, and they still hate him today. They hated Yahweh Shah's men back then, and they still hate him today. There's no new thing under the sun. That's how we know we preaching the right word. That's how we know the Christian church is false, man. Don't nobody hate Christians but the Israelites, really, man. Really. Don't nobody hate that false doctrine but the Israelites, man.
Yeah, bring that up. Bring that up.
Yeah, this is John 13:16. It says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him." So how you niggas think y'all gonna just be believers sitting on your ass, get salvation, right? When Yahweh Shah had to be put to death, that don't even make sense. So y'all must be greater than Yahweh Shah if you think you're just gonna be a believer and then just get into the kingdom, okay? Only the women are going to be, matter of fact, and even the women are going to have to catch persecution, because during the time of Jacob's trouble, these women are going to have to share men.
Yep.
And that's like their worst nightmare.
They want to have to be completely under the man.
That's their worst nightmare.
Yep.
I know bitches say, I'd rather die than listen to a nigga. I'm like, yo, oh man. She said, literally, I'd die but rather run and trust to a man. I'm like, damn. Like,
it's that deep?
She was 19. I'm like, ooh.
It was that deep that, you'd rather die than just put you all into a man.
She said, I hate men so much, I'm with girls now. I'm like, ooh.
You going off. You going off. I got you.
She gonna love men back then. Not back then. She gonna love men in the time to come.
No, she not. I was like, yo, if somebody, I was like, check this out, right? You a lesbian, right? Both of y'all go out on a date. Your butch gets socked. She get knocked out. She sleeping. Who you gonna call? Or, no, Slack. This is what I said. I said, if you out and then a guy get disrespectful to you, he put his hands on you, who you gonna call? You gonna call your dyke, your butch? She gonna get beat up. Who you gonna call? She said, well, I'd rather die than depend on a man. And like you said, when that day come, she is gonna die.
You know what? She might stick with that same energy. She might keep that same energy, bro. And be like, you know what? Fuck that shit. You wanted to kill me. Because I ain't trusting in no man.
It's like bitches out here saying, I'd rather die than share a man.
Alright, I mean, have fun with that. I got a precept.
Come.
This is John chapter 15, verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. That's plain and simple, man. If they persecuted me, they're going to persecute you. They didn't know that I came in Yahweh's name. Guess what? They're not going to know that you came in Yahweh's name. So you're going to get everything I got. And mind you, we're not getting nothing, like the brother said. We're not getting nothing compared to what Yahweh Shah went through. So this is like little suffering, to do the right work, man.
I got some.
Thawada.
This is Matthew chapter 5 verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And that's basically the same thing that's going to go into that too when we go further down that Luke.
Yeah, I got it right here. Mm-hmm. This is Luke 6:21. It says, "Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye."
Shalom.
Shalom, Ariad.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Niggas be like, oh man, here come this nigga, come with the Jesus shit. Here he come with the Jesus shit, man. Yo, hide your pork, hide your shrimp, cause this nigga coming. He gonna come up here with that bullshit.
Yo, you know what's funny? Because when we outside, right? It'd be like Kama, right?
10 and 16.
So Kama demon, right? It'd be mostly Kama demon and our little sister, right?
Oh,
so we'll go out, right? So me and Kama always joking around, right? So they'll be like, they'll order some pork or some shrimp shit. We'd be like, we'll say the Leviticus 11 and they be like, don't start now. Here you go. Look, they be like, look. One time, no lie. One time we went to a restaurant, right? So it's like, listen, they stopped when we got to the door. Listen, now some people in here that's going to eat some pork and some shrimp. I don't want to hear y'all. Yada, yada. I'm like, yo, man, look, bro, you ain't going to stop me.
Debo, spiritual Debo. Ariad draw. He said he's like spiritual Debo.
Yo, listen, bro, I'm telling you, Thawada, man. Thawada, man.
Yeah, we gonna Debo these niggas for these laws.
For these laws, man.
And the name of Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm. All praises, man. All praises.
Great.
No, I got that. This is Luke chapter 10. Oh, no. You got something?
Yeah, man. I just read it.
All right. This is Luke chapter 10, verse 16. He that heareth you, heareth me. He that despiseth you, despiseth me. He that despiseth me, despiseth him that sent me. Ooh, that's clear cut. If they hear you, they heard me. If the Father, if they despise you, they despise me. And if they despise me, they despise the one that sent them, which is Yahweh. Yahweh sent Yahweh Shai, and we are here under Yahweh Shai, and we're doing what we were supposed to do, man. This was given to us to do the work because Yahweh Shai did the work. And who sent Yahweh Shai? Yahweh. So we're basically sent by Yahweh. And because of that, man, they're gonna persecute you, man. They're gonna give you all this foolery and fuckery, man. Esau literally put us on a terrorist watch list. Like we out here bombing people and stuff. But guess what? It's written as it is written, man. Thus saith the Lord. If they hear your words, they hear you preaching on the streets, guess what? They heard me too.
They wanted to throw Yahweh Shai off the cliff head first.
Exactly.
He out here talking this bullshit again. Yo, throw this nigga.
Throw him out of here first. Man.
And remember when they said the joke about Abraham? He was like, he said before Abraham was, I am. Mm-hmm. He was like, hold on, man, you ain't no older than 30. Yo,
he's like,
yo, man, get the bricks.
He's like, get the bricks. It's like the bricks. We gonna brick. It's like we gonna stone his ass. We gonna stone his ass.
Listen, we know you're a black.
He's like, hold on, you're not even 30 plus years old. You talking about you was here before Abraham? Man, look, man.
He said, we know you blaspheming now. Get the bricks. We gonna stone him to death.
Amos 5 and 10.
Yeah, you got that.
I was looking for a precept. I got it right here though. Alright, this is Amos chapter 5 and verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
They hate him that rebuke at the gate, and the gate is talking about the city.
Yep.
Okay, and they hate us when we tell them two women can't be together, two men can't be together. Don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Women stop wearing pants. Yo, they hate us for that shit. Like, yo, they be like, mind your business. Only God can judge me. God say, come as you are.
Or when we when we bring up, when we show the signs of all the slavery and
carnage.
That's old. But the Father says, remember the days of old. Mm-hmm. We're not supposed to. If He doesn't forget nothing, why are we supposed to forget something?
What's that? Romans? I think it's Romans 14. Romans 12. Could be mistaken, but it's either Romans 12, Romans 14, where it says, try Romans 12.
It say what? What it say?
Where all these things that were written aforetime before our learning.
Before our learning, yeah. I think that's Romans.
I think it's Romans 12.
Yeah.
Like 12 and like 5 around there. It's like early in or Romans 12. It's like it's early in that jump. It's early. 12 and 4. Try this one.
Transformed for I say through the grace given unto me, grace we given to the members and
So,
one
if it's not Romans, then it's Hebrews.
having the
It's definitely Hebrew.
It's probably Hebrews 12 then, yeah. You see, I think I got it.
You highlighted it?
I think I got it highlighted. Yeah, hold on. Hebrews 12. No, I don't got it highlighted, but it's here. Hold on. No. I'll find it.
You still want the Amos?
You talking about, it was at
Amos
Amos.
5, right? That's it, right?
Romans 15 and 4.
That's what it is?
Yeah. Thawada.
Oh, Romans 15 and 4. There you go. I knew it was.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thawada.
I just got it too.
Thawada.
This is Romans 15 and 4. It says, for whatsoever thing were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Yep.
Right? Because everything that we going through, this is a comfort, okay? It's a comfort because we know why it's happening. Because in the truth, literally the day that I came into the truth, before I came into the truth, I'm like, yo, man, because all I'm hearing is God loves everybody. John 3:6. This is before I came into the truth. John 3:16. And I'm just sitting back thinking like, yo, man, niggas getting killed every day out here. But you see white people, the biggest murderers on the face of the earth, and they living good. I'm like, yo, if this is God, I don't want no parts, because he ain't right. And then I talked to the brother when he woke me up, and he was telling me like, yo, I was like, yo, man, if this is God, why is all this happening? He was like, because we broken the laws. He only gave laws to us. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
And that's what these scriptures are. That's that comfort, knowing why it's happening. Because you can go through anything, but if you don't know why it's happening, that's like torture. That's like torture when you don't know why something is happening. Things are happening to you, you don't know why. You don't know why. That's like the worst thing that could ever happen to you. Things that are going wrong, you don't know why. But that's why these scriptures are here. We know why we're going through this now. We know why we had to go through slavery. We know why the women were getting their stomachs cut open. One, we broke the laws. Two, the Edomites are Sodomites, and they're devils. They're the worst people on the face of the earth. And we've been given into their hands because we disrespected Yahweh Bashim Yahshua.
Yo, just think about it, yo. We really had to go off for the Lord to put us in the hands of the Edomites.
Yo, bro, listen.
Like,
The worst
the
people.
Edomites. Like, I'd rather be in the hands of the Ishmaelites or
We
the
was.
Moabites, though. Like,
No, we was laying hands to.
no, I'm saying, like, in this day and age, like, you know, that I can remember.
At least we kept our
Right. At least we kept our culture and our laws and our ways.
Yeah, they let
You
us
put
do
us in the hands of the Greeks, man, it was a wrap. And now today, fast forward, Roman Empire all over again, man.
Yeah, man.
This is matter of fact, yeah, it goes right into that. It's Second Ezra 1. It says, verse 7. It says, that's what started 6. Because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me and have offered unto strange gods. Am I not even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath and despised my counsels. Pull thou off then the hair of thy head and cast all evil upon them. For they have not been obedient unto my law, but it is a rebellious house. How long shall I forbear them unto whom I have done so much good? Many kings have I destroyed for their sakes. Pharaoh with his servants and all of his power have I smitten down.
It's crazy.
All the nations have I destroyed before them. So Yahweh say, yo, man, I continually help you niggas out, and y'all keep disrespecting me. How long am I going to allow you niggas to do this before I got to bust y'all ass? He said, yo, I destroyed Pharaoh, his servants, kings, and all the nations I brought to nothing, all for y'all's sake, and y'all going to turn around and disrespect me like this? That's like you got a girl, right? And you buying her everything, bro. Cars, clothes, jewelry. You go to your man, you tell her, yo, that's my bitch right there. I bought her everything. She the best. You tell the man, like, yo, man, she the best, man. I'm doing this, that for her. And then y'all, and little thing do you know, she got a whole sex tape out with the
two dudes you was talking to.
And then you find out, you mad as fuck. You like, yo, this bitch, I'm about to kill this bitch now. I'm about to kill this bitch. She out here in these streets playing around, and I done gave her all this, that ungrateful piece of shit. Yo, let's go fuck this bitch up right now. Mm-hmm. That's how it is, yo. I gave him everything, right?
You give a chick the world, and then it's not enough. You know what I mean? She want the stars and the galaxies and the sun and the moon. Like, damn, bitch, I gave you the world.
To this day. And that's how we was.
And then it's trained, and then this society's taught our Esau primarily taught our people that the man's supposed to work his ass off to give the woman the world. When in reality, the woman serves us, so she's really supposed to give us the world, man.
Yeah. All right, Aaron. Yeah.
Cancel that bitch. Yeah, you got treated like Nino. Just cancel that bitch. But that's what Yahweh did. He said, I'm gonna turn my back. I'm gonna cancel these niggas right now because they fucking playing. And then Yahweh Shai was like, yo, man, forgive them. I'll go back. I get up on that cross for Israel. And you niggas, y'all still didn't appreciate that shit. That's how sick you got that?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So there it is right there. Your house, y'all only known y'all. He said, y'all was my number one. Y'all was my main chick, and y'all go out here and disrespect me like this. Mm-hmm. Yo, man, bring me that liquor real quick. We about to dump it on this bitch real quick. She playing games. You got that?
Yeah, this is Daniel chapter 9 verse 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us great evil.
He said against us and our judges that judged us. So he took the good Israelites keeping the laws, and he took the niggas. He took everybody. What'd he do?
He says, bringing upon us great evil, for under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem.
He said, I'm gonna turn y'all out worse than anybody ever got turned out. Y'all gonna get it the worst. Y'all gonna get it the worst, and that's facts. Nobody got it worse than Israel. Okay, nobody got it worse than Israel. Nobody, because I matter of fact, I was talking to a coon ass nigga. I don't know if it was Saturday or if it was Tuesday or Wednesday. This coon ass nigga told me something. We all went to slavery. I'm like, nigga, not like this. How many? No other nation can say they had chains on their necks. The whole nation. Women getting raped. Women getting raped. Men getting raped. I can't even think about another nation where men got raped. That's next level. Yeah. Butt breaking only happened in Jake's. No other nation can claim that.
All other nations was willfully butt breaking each other.
Right. They was down with the code. They was just down with it. Matter of fact, what's that?
Esau, man, like, I forgot. I think it was Ariel who said it too. But I think it was Ariel who said it. He said, I think Esau just keep women around just to reproduce.
Right.
They naturally born homosexual.
That was actually a Roman custom, like Roman and Greek custom. They used to have. They used to say that basically sodomy was like honor, and the women were around only for show and for reproduction.
Yeah.
But going, you know what I mean, doing that other, I mean, was what that was honorable. It was like honorable. So they would go. That's why like the gladiators used to make the gladiators be naked and all types of stuff, man. It was going the hell on.
Yes, Wisdom of Solomon 2:10. It says, "Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us." This is the Edomites. It says, "Let us spare the widow. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient grays." The gray hairs of the age. It says, let our strength be the law of justice. For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. It says, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean and contrary to our doings. He upbraideth He upbraideth us with our offering, with offending the law, and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. He professes to have the knowledge of God, Yahweh, and he calleth himself the child of Yahushua, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shad. So basically what they're saying is the Edomites, they were jealous of us. They said, yo man, we got to lie and wait for these niggas. We got it. That's talking about when they was plotting with the what is that, Psalms 83, when they was all plotting, like, yo, we can't
We gotta cut these niggas off, man.
Yeah, we gotta get them to break the law.
Yeah.
We gotta get them to break the law because we can't be having this, because they not for this unrighteousness. They want to keep laws of Yahweh. They say they're the child of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shad. They want to keep these laws. We trying to be naked out here. We trying to be homosexuals. That's what these Romans, the Edomites, are saying.
Yeah.
And the Ishmaelites and the Moabites, they all homosexuals, especially the Hamites. They homosexuals too. They said, but the Israelites, they want to kill us for keeping laws. I mean, they want to kill us for breaking laws. That's not even our God. Why we gotta keep his damn law? That's not even our God. But so then that's why we went off and boom, captivity. It says he was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. They said, damn, look at this nigga, man. They think they so good. All that jewelry, that crowns, that women are in order. Oh, I can't even look at these niggas right now. Ooh. That's what it says. It says he is grievous unto us, even to behold. I mean, they couldn't even look at us without even getting mad. That's still to this day. Mm-hmm. Look at these niggas, man.
Yo, as soon as they see what they do, as soon as they see some black people having fun, what they call the cops.
They having picnics. They out here cooking out. Yo, it's a bunch of black people. They're out here laughing and joking. Yeah, this is private property. You can't have picnics and cookouts on the park. Nope, not without a permit.
Oh, come on, bro.
Yo, they quick to call the cops on you, man, just because you having a good time. They hate seeing niggas do good, man.
So-called niggas.
You know what I mean? No, I'm looking at their point of view.
God. It says, for his life is not like others men's. His ways are not of other. His ways are of another fashion. That's the fashion of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shad. That's the fashion we come as. That's those are the ways that we walk in. It says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. Right, because that's what exactly. They say compared to us, they're counterfeits. And that's all these other nations. They're nothing compared to us. It's like when you get some Jordans versus some regular ball shoes. It's a difference in the quality. Mm-hmm. It's a difference in the quality. And that's how these niggas look. That's how the heathen was looking at it, man. They got these Jordans out here. They swagging, right? They got the good stuff. We got bummy starters on, Skechers.
You hurry up for this shit. He said, "Damn, niggas not getting the press. We got to do something about this."
Right. That's why the scriptures say. That's the scripture talking about. Where as soon as they wake up, maybe one of the brothers can get it. As soon as they wake up, they do evil because it's in their hands. It's in their power to do so. Like, yeah, let's kill a nigga today. Who we going? Which nigga we going to kill? It says, he pronounces the end of the just to be blessed.
4:16.
And maketh his boast that God is his father. These niggas are mad that we saying Yahweh's our father. These niggas are so mad. These heathen are so mad about that. These niggas, man, they saying they're the children of God, man. Y'all just niggas, man. Y'all just niggas. Y'all nothing but apes. Y'all nothing but apes. What was that? You got that?
It was Proverbs 4:16.
Real quick.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall.
See? That's man, these niggas are doing too good.
Yo, I can't go to bed until some of these niggas is falling. Hey, Sally Sue, I was in the mall the other day, and I saw this nigger with all these bags of clothes. I don't know what he's doing. He's got to be drug dealing.
Yeah, he's a drug dealer.
Got to be doing something.
See? Read that again. Oh man, you can't make this up. You can't make this up.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
Unless niggas is dying, they are not happy. Every day, these heathen are not happy unless a nigga is dead. Okay?
I got more on that. Verse 17, it says, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as the shining light, that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. Man, these heathen, man, it says they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence, man. That's jealous. They're plain and simple jealousy, man. How many times you see? Matter of fact, hold up. They got, what was it? Was it not Emmett Till? Was it Emmett Till who got just whistling at a white girl?
Yeah. Well, that's what they say.
So-called whistling. So-called. You know what I'm saying? But he probably was clean cut, walking down the street, and the white girl probably looked at him and was like, oh, he looked good. And somebody was like, what you say? He looked what? Oh no, he whistled at me, and then they whooped his ass.
Yep.
You know damn well he ain't do nothing, man. It's called jealousy, man. Complete jealousy, man.
There's Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in their power. It is in the power of their hands. And that's the Edomites. They do wicked just because they got the power to do it. That's like because these Edomites are nothing but like big ass fucking spoiled fucking kids on the left hand side. Mm-hmm. Like if you watch Toy Story, right? They got that wicked ass nigga Sid. He just fucking toys up for the fun of it. He tearing the heads off the one doll. He glue it on the other head, the other doll. Take the body off one of them, put it on the other one, and that's the spirit of these Edomites coming in.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Hey, and Tazan God just said that too. That's real. That's right. That's real though, because she definitely did admit to he didn't really do nothing. He didn't really whistle at her.
Yeah, she said
on her deathbed. Yeah,
she said it.
Wow, bro.
No, she's still alive. I think she's still alive.
No, her deathbed.
She did.
No, she did.
She did.
No, they both said it. Ariah and Tazan
She
Shalom,
did.
Akim. They both said it. That Edomite.
Yeah, she did.
Her deathbed.
I know for a fact she did. She was old. She was old and died.
Yeah.
She died.
But she didn't say it on her deathbed. She said it before she died, because I remember it was like a rally or whatever when she said it, and they wanted to bring charges on her. Because right along this time, I think they was putting Bill Cosby in jail or whatever. They was talking about that case.
It was
but she wasn't dead yet.
Yeah.
She wasn't dead yet. She admitted it before she was dead.
She gone, bro. Gone.
You got something else?
No, that was it.
All right, yeah. So with that, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Kodash,
and double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone, and peace and blessings to the sincere Akim pushing his truth and sincerity, and diligently putting up videos throughout the week, feeding the sheep, and shalom to the Akim on the comment board.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom, brothers.